All right, that intro was just a little bit dramatic, but welcome back to yet another video, guys. Pan a little bit to my left here. You'll see I got my kayak with a bunch of gear. I'm gonna be spending a couple days camping, fishing, exploring here on a remote island in Lake Huron. I gotta find a place to set up my camp and get all my gear situated. And yeah, let's get into the video, guys. This is gonna be a really fun one. Let's do it. So obviously I'm not shipwrecked or stranded or anything. This is my little 10-foot kayak that I just took out about 2 miles out to this island. And I think first things first, I'm freezing. I gotta get some dry clothes and a towel and dry myself off. And then I get my tent and everything I need for my camp. And you can see this pretty pristine, rugged coastline of this island. This island's about a mile long. All of those chunks of land out there, those are all islands too. I'm in a whole chain of islands here on Lake Huron, and it also goes around there, and that goes out into the open area. So I need to find a place to set up camp somewhere along this shoreline. Let's get to it. Alrighty, got the tent all set up. It folds in. Only use 2 stakes on the edges because it's obviously super rocky here and the stakes don't really go in. So I've just got a couple of the points anchored down some rocks, and yeah, tent should be all good and set up. It's mostly even, a little bit rocky, but instead of my sleeping pad, which failed me miserably last time I took the tent out on the Manistee River Trail, I brought my cot, my little tiny portable camping cot, which is super awesome. It is bigger and heavier, but I thought it'd be worth it for sleeping on these rocks, and I know this thing shouldn't fail me. I think the only time I've actually tested this thing out was when I went hot tent camping this past winter, so I'm excited to use it again, actually. So I'm gonna get this guy set up, and then camp will be almost all set up. So yeah, let's do it. Camp is pretty much set up here. Got the cot. This is going to be so nice to sleep on. A sleeping bag all laid out. Just got to get a few things packed up and cleaned up in here, and I'm gonna organize all this gear. I'll give you guys a run through about it all later. And I considered trying to go camp in the woods here, but up here in the north you get a lot of these cedar forests, and they are incredibly thick. There's like, I think, a little swamp right over there, and this cedar woods here, as you can see, that's all it is incredibly dense and thick. I'm not getting in there. That's just a wall of trees, so it's kind of cool. But there's the camp, kayak, and here is my view of Lake Huron. Pretty incredible, if I do say so myself. Alrighty guys, gonna give you guys a quick rundown of everything before I get lunch going here. Okay, I brought way too much food. At the top of my pack here, I got all my food. I don't want to starve on these trips, and I always pack extra because you never know. On the Great Lakes, it's always smart. The weather here I've looked at the weather, and it's supposed to be gorgeous and calm the next couple days, but it can flip on a dime in the Great Lakes, and you never know when you might get stranded for an extra day or two. So I packed extra food. We got a bunch of bread. We got a freeze-dried meal right there. And then the rest of my food is in here. This is a pretty heavy bag. Dude, that's like 10 pounds of food. That's way too much food, but that was the bulk of my weight in my pack right there. I really got to figure out a better way to make my own freeze-dried meals or just pack lighter, but that's the majority of the stuff in the top. Now down at the bottom, I have my clothes, which I tried to keep pretty light. Just a shirt, an extra pair, some rain gear, an extra pair of underwear, socks and underwear, my swimsuit, and then a towel, and that's basically all the clothes I brought. What I kept in the top of the pack too was my kettle for boiling water. Got a pan for heating stuff up and cooking, hopefully. Maybe I can catch some fish. And then I got my water bottle, and then I got my drone and another camera mount. Right here in this side compartment, I have got my Sawyer water filter, which is what I'm going to be using for water on this trip. I used that in my backpacking trip and absolutely loved it. So looking forward to using that thing again and drink right out of Lake Huron. And then I got silverware. The big thing I forgot last time was silverware, and I remembered it this time. So I'm happy about that. And then here I've got cooking stuff, my propane cooker, some salt, and a thing of propane. And then down here I don't even remember what I have down here. A fillet knife, really hoping to catch some fish to cook up. I have got a regular knife for self-defense and whatever else I might want to use it for. I've got some emergency matches. I've got my solar charger for charging my phone and camera batteries. Going to be using that quite a bit. Got a book to maybe keep me entertained, and I think just a few other like toiletry kind of things too. So that is pretty much everything. 2 fishing rods, GoPro, and a box of fishing tackle, and that is basically all my gear to survive on this island for the next 2 or 3 days or so. And yeah, I guess it's probably a lot more than I'd necessarily need, but yeah, that's about everything. I'm absolutely starving. I'm gonna dig into my food supply, get some lunch going. Made up a couple peanut butter roll-ups, got a thing of trail mix, and a half melted granola bar. Pretty dang delicious. I was absolutely starving. I have got the head cam on for the first time ever, and I haven't used my phone to see if I'm pressing the right button. There's my camp. Just finished up lunch. It's about 3 o'clock, and I think I'm gonna go for a little kayak and explore. I'm ready to go out further than this. Yeah. Take 2. All right, I think we're out of that. All right, we're off. The head mount on and my mic connected to my life jacket. So yeah, it looks insanely stupid, but it doesn't really matter when you're out on an island alone, does it? And I'm gonna go try to catch a fish. My goal is to catch 1 fish that I can eat this trip. Whether it be a lake trout, a pike, a bunch of big perch, I'm not really sure. Supposedly doing some research, the fishing is pretty tough here. So to be honest, I'm not really expecting to catch anything, but it's just fun coming out here. It's beautiful. The water's clear. It's a perfect day to go kayaking. I've got on a swim bait. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. I'm not sure if you can see that action. What's kind of nice is the head mount will obviously follow my head movements, so you shouldn't miss as much. But let's give it a little cast out there, eh? There's my camp way off there. I love just watching my lure in this clear water. All right, and then I got my big heavy rod. My heavy bait caster. This is a new rod. I got a big old Husky jerk. This is for big pike or lake trout, maybe trolling. Alrighty guys, I've been fishing for a little while now, and let it be known that there's a fly bothering me, and I do not appreciate him. guys, I'm feeling pretty dehydrated, so I think I'm gonna get some fresh Lake Huron water. Use my old Sawyer water filtration system like I used last time. I'm gonna fill this guy up. It's kind of hard to get it to actually fill up water, so I found the best way to do it is to blow it up with air and kind of hold it like this, and then that really lets the water in a lot better. But I'm gonna go out and get some fresh cold water. Oh, this water is going to be refreshing, and I know that for a fact because I went swimming in it earlier and it was extremely cold. Yeah, fill up this bottle. All right, a couple more pouches and I'll get this guy filled up. Looks like a good enough fire pit to me. I'm gonna go collect some driftwood, I think. Last couple hours just been really just kind of relaxing and cleaning up and getting settled and rehydrating and everything, and it was a struggle to get some firewood. I forgot my little handsaw, of course, but we'll see. It should be enough for at least a little fire tonight. It's dinner time. I gotta get dinner going. I'm hungry. All right, tonight in the menu, I like to keep it really simple and lightweight on these trips and minimal cleanup. So I got 2 cans of Campbell's creamy chicken and dumplings, 2 cans of it. I'm absolutely starving. I'm probably gonna destroy these. And then I also got these gold ale French rolls to go with it. So maybe you can dip in it, kind of just heat it up in the pan and dip in it maybe. And yeah, bread is just such great filler food, and it's, yeah, get this, I guess, warming up, warm up my chicken and dumplings. Ooh, yum. Delicious. Alrighty. Alright guys, chicken dumplings soup is done. This is a lot more than I realized. Dip that bread in there. It's nice fresh bread. Well, not quite fresh anymore, but still looks pretty good. It was worth it to get the bread. This is slapping a lot harder. Absolutely stuffed now, and I think I'm gonna go for another swim. It's too stinking cold. I'm not gonna, I like cold water, but that was just like, ugh. All this wood is so dry, and I'm thinking it should maybe go off fairly easily, maybe not. Come on, birch bark, do your thing. Never let me down before. Knew that birch bark would do the trick. That's a nice little campfire. Nice little campfire and a sunset. Oh yeah. Oh, this is pretty great. I did for about an hour today. I was skipping more stones, practicing getting my form down, and I just found another perfect skipping stone. So I gotta do it, man. I just gotta. I'm addicted to it. All right, here we go. That was the one I was after. Heck yeah, man. That was so good. Well, the sun just set, guys, and how about that? The moon, Lake Huron. Mackinac Bridge is about 20 miles that way. I don't think I'll be able to see it tonight in the dark with the lights, but still pretty cool. And then there's the sunset. Absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully catch some fish tomorrow. That's gonna be the goal. And to explore some more of this island. I was kind of lazy today and just enjoyed relaxing, to be honest, but yeah. Just made it into the tent, guys, for the night. Got my campfire right out there. What a gorgeous view to fall asleep to. It'd be so nice. Nothing beats for me falling asleep to the sound of waves and a fire crackling. The old tiny one-person tent, and hope it's a nice peaceful night. Yeah, catch you guys in the morning. Good night. Oh, it's about almost 9 o'clock. I ended up sleeping in a bit because it's really humid and did not get as cool as I thought it was supposed to. So it was just kind of an uncomfortable. I ended up waking up at like 1 in the morning, and I was awake until like 3 in the morning. And then we're just kind of on and off the rest of the night. So definitely not the greatest night's sleep, but I'm going to get up, get some breakfast going, do something quick, and then get out, do some in the kayak, and hopefully do some exploring for the day and really try to get a fish. And yeah. Oh, there is the view. Yeah, friendly little fella, just wandering around looking for food. He came right in front of my tent and then just walked right over to me. That was cool. I don't actually have snowshoe hairs. I could tell because the hairs are a lot bigger than the cottontails I have around my house. And then you could see the white starting to develop on his feet already, and he's got the big black tipped ears. But that's about the only wildlife I've seen on this island. Got my water boiling up, and to be honest, honest, it's probably done. And then for brekkie, once again, I like to keep things mess-free and easy on these kinds of trips, so we got instant oatmeal for the second morning in a row. Yeah, we got hot cocoa too. All right, set that right there. Hopefully it'll hit the spot. I set up a granola bar and a Pop-Tart. That's gonna be breakfast for the morning. What a morning it is. Wow. I just can't believe how calm Lake Huron's been. I've never seen the Great Lakes this calm for so long. It's amazing. Enjoying the last little bit of shade I'm gonna get for the day. I feel dumb for not bringing any sun gear or a hammock or anything to get me in the shade, but that's all right. The old hot cocoa. He's a cute little fella. And because I'm the only person here, because I'm all alone, he's the only company I've got. Let's see if he comes any closer. Look at him. If it was just a normal rabbit, I wouldn't care, but I like never get to see snowshoe hair, so I think it's kind of cool. Alrighty guys, I'm leaving camp now. It's like 10:30ish, got everything cleaned up. And I'm heading out down there, that bay. I am worried because the Great Lakes are a lot lower than they were when a couple years ago, when the maps I think were last updated for this area. So it looks like there's a channel that connects to the bay over there. If not though, if the water's too low, then I'm kind of screwed out of good fishing water, because it's a solid probably half mile to a mile paddle just to get down there. But we're gonna go either way, just go explore. A beautiful day for a paddle. Actually starting to see some weeds, so that's what I need. Pike love tall grass and structure in a little bit deeper water. And I mean, so is smallmouth and pretty much anything that's going to be in the Great Lakes. So that is what I'm going to be keying in on. And I'm finally starting to see it transition from rock to grass. Let's just go check out whether or not this channel actually is passable. Well, as you guys can probably tell, there is no longer a channel here. This all used to be a big channel that you could cross over. That's what I was looking at my maps. That's what I was planning on using to cross over to the bay. Oh, there's a deer right there. Well, look at that. All right, well, there's at least deer on this island. What's up, bud? Wow, this deer really does not care. Yeah, I'm not walking through that. No way in heck. If it was just like a foot higher, I could probably do it, but not this time of year. Wow, this deer is like super chill. It does not care in the slightest. All right, see you, bud. Unfortunately, I can't make it over there, and there's no good fishing water over here. And on this side of the island, there's no structure, no grass or anything like there was in the other bays. And I'm assuming that's where all the fish are gonna be, so. But I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out something here. Look how it is blown off. I was just kayaking down there. That looks so cool. Wow, that is sweet. Well, all right guys, I'm walking the beach right now. I just made it back and I've been just kind of going around the beach, but I'm gonna get everything packed up though, and that might honestly wrap it up for this first video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'm gonna be spending the next night on the tiny island, hopefully. So yeah, part 2 of this adventure should be coming soon, hopefully. Tons more adventures to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get the rest of my gear packed out of here, and I will catch you guys on the next adventure.